with hearing different testimonies, with reading different testimonies, or how Jesus would do things and how people would believe in God, and even those that disobeyed God's instructions and commands and the relationship. How has that continued to challenge the relationship you have with God and the believing, building the belief?
I've always believed in listening and knowing somebody's story. I think like you, we grew up loving the media industry. Not that I went into it, but I loved the presenters and everything, and they were the goal, and in school that's where I placed myself. Yeah. So it was something that you look forward to. And in some cases, there are so many stories out there about how people are taking life. And for me, listening to different stories, given the job that I do, I happen to listen to so many stories. Sometimes they are burdening, and you feel your spirit, at the end of the day, very tired. And at times, they're uplifting. So if you listen to those stories that are really sad, and you see someone went through whatever they went through and came on the other side, you realize, yes, God is there. God is present. And that builds you up to say, what I'm doing, if I keep doing it, then I think I'm going to go through whatever it is I'm going through. I've been through some tough times, very tough. And the background of the stories that I've heard are the ones are telling me that God is still present. If this woman, if Sarah finally had the kid in her age, where can I be? How big is my story? Have I ever slept outside? No. Have I ever slept without food? No. Like, I come back after listening to these stories. Actually, I think they've built most of me in terms of listening to stories and seeing people prosper from very low positions, from very low lives, from sleeping outside to mansions. And those stories have built my faith in a way that, and some of them are not yet very successful, but you see the hope in somebody's heart. You see the hope in how they present themselves, and you're like, even after going through all that, how can she have the audacity to just stand up like that? And I'm like, this person is supposed to feel the worst, but there they are. What is it telling me? God is present. I'm just either in the process. Am I listening to him enough? Is he coming through to me like he's supposed to? Am I calm enough in order to hear him? We had a group, we were book reading group, and one of the most important things that came out in that group was finding that quiet time that I can be able to hear God speak to me. It is, some people call it meditation, some call it a quiet time, whatever you want to call it, but putting that set time. Some people do it at 4 o'clock, some I'd go back to sleep, some do it at 5, but that time that you allocate to listen, not to pray, to listen. Like he said, you cannot hear a voice that somebody calls you with a new number, like he said, and you'll, this is Stella. So I'll just continue with the conversation because I'm constantly speaking to her. So I know her voice. So if you have enough time with God, listening, not praying, not saying your problems, just listen. 5 minutes, listen to him. You'll recognize his voice during the most noisy time of your day.